Hey there, everybody, it's Bobby, and I wanted to take just 4 or 5 minutes because oftentimes when I send emails with all this information coming at you, there's way too many questions or it gets thrown to the end, and I really believe that some of these things are going to be of interest to all of you. There's going to be about 4 or 5 things, and at least one of them might interest you. First, it's the last quarter of the year. That means it's go time. It's fourth quarter. It's time to get 2020 out of our way. Let's start looking ahead to 2021. And I don't want anybody starting off the new year completely cold. So there's a couple things that we're doing to challenge you. There's a couple things to give you more access. And we're going to go through that right now. Item number one, we're going to start offering personal training. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit cooler. The mornings are going to be nice. So most of our personal training hours will be between 5:30 and noon. We're going to do them right in the alley, which was our intention way back when, but we're finally going to be able to launch that, where the trainers will be able to bring equipment out to you. You will not see anybody else. If you and a spouse, you and a friend who you've been kind of cohabitating with, or you have somebody you feel comfortable with, we're going to be offering those throughout the week. I've already got a handful of people who are taking me up on it. It will be with me sometimes, but there are days that I cannot work due to other obligations. So if you need a certain time or whatever, we'll make sure that Drew or Amber or Sydney can help you out. All I want you to do is just reach out to me at bobby@resultsonly.com. I'll give you our schedule, and then we can go over the pricing that goes along with that. Next, we wanted to come up with some things for those of you who need something to focus on and train for. So the first thing we're doing is what's called a virtual 5K. And that virtual 5K is coinciding with K2 Adventures. As many of you know, Kelly and I are very active in that. And it helps two parts of the K2 Adventures family. Their Fit and Well family and their Food for Families wing. What does that mean? We're raising money between October 8th and October 18th. I'll tell you how in just a second. And where the money's going to go is we are getting money for families in Arizona who are having a tough time just putting food on the table. So we're raising money so we can give them food vouchers and we can give them the ability to go to the grocery store and feed their families. The other thing that it will fund is we help young autistic adults who live at First Place, and they've really been struggling because while they are on the spectrum, they often can hold a job that's been taken away from them during COVID. We were working out with them a couple days a week at the gym. They're not allowed to do that now. So we're going to them, and we just need to kind of get them moving a little bit more. What we're looking for is between October 8th and October 18th, we want you to do a 5K. What does that mean? I don't care if you walk it, run it, ride the bike. If you can do it on a rower, you can do it on your own. You can do it golfing, hiking, doesn't matter to me. But what we're looking for you to do is make a $35 donation. We've got a really cool t-shirt that you'll be able to see soon. I'm only ordering enough shirts for the people who are going to do the 5K. So you'll have to register for it with us. And then all of that money is going to be donated to K2. We also, as you've been noticing, have been chosen as the only place in the valley to be doing something called Deca Fit. It's basically a decathlon. And on October 10th, I'm just checking my notes, on October 10th, which I believe is a Sunday, if I have that wrong, it's the weekend of October 10th, that Sunday, we are going to have 10 or 15 spots at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock for people to try out what Deca Fit is. Really think of it this way. We've lost all of our obstacle courses. We've lost all of our fun runs that we can do. This is something that we can do at the gym, in the parking lot, and we are going to give you some surrounding areas. And there are many versions. You can run some versions, you can walk some versions, you can just do the strength part, but we're going to show you how to train for some things differently. It's a very cool thing that's been brought to us from the Spartan community, and I'm really excited that they not only chose us, but that many of you are going to hopefully get behind it. No cost, no nothing. There'll be some opportunities to actually compete nationally if that kind of is what motivates you. So we'll get going with that soon. And then I don't want to forget the Zoom people. I know there's a few of you who don't really want to participate when we just go live during class. So I'm going to challenge the trainers and myself to try and get at least 2 workouts up on YouTube a week. I can't promise they're going to be on Mondays and Thursdays. As you can tell, we're really trying to keep the gym as our focal point. We know some of you are afraid to come back, but we want to make sure we have something for you too. The way I looked at it was that we had over 95 workouts, I believe, on YouTube. So that's 180 days. That's a half a year. Between seeing us live the first time, you have literally only seen those workouts once or twice. So, you can watch those things 5, 6, 7 times before you really get bored of them. But we'll start adding some new stuff on. I'm also looking into a few things to get those of you at home a little bit more equipment. So we've got a lot of moving parts going on here. So here's the recap. If you want to do some personal training, just reach out to us, and we're going to start setting that up now that we have a little bit of cooler temps. If you want to do a 5K or just donate some money to K2, we'd love to get you involved in that as well. If you're looking for something really strength-oriented to train for, start asking us about Deca Fit. And for the Zoom people, starting next week, we're going to try and get 1 or 2 workouts in a week, at least 35, 40 minutes in length, so you can start working on those things. Hey, look. It's Q4, all right? Q4, I would be normally at your door just banging it down saying we got to get to work. I know that's a little bit harder this year, but your health and your well-being is more important this year than it's ever been before. We are learning more and more about how obesity and diabetes, heart-related things are the reasons why people struggle with COVID, and that's what we do best of making sure you can fight those particular things. So last but not least, it's just a plea. If you haven't seen someone in the gym, let us know and we're going to reach out to them. If you have a friend or a family member who doesn't feel comfortable going to the gym they used to go to, let us know. We'd really like to start making sure that we can reach out to more people. We know that a lot of gyms are closing. We know that a lot of gyms are not doing it right, and I know those of you who are watching this know we're doing it right. I ran a little bit over. We're about 7 minutes, but I'm under 7 minutes. So let's hit Q4 hard. Let's be ready to move, and if any one of those 4 things that I talked about are of interest to you, we're on it.